Alright, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another new video. Today, guys, we are here at Arkz Park. It's a theme park here on Roblox, themed around, mostly around horror movies and stuff, but it's also themed around a few other stuff. But yeah, it's a really cool theme park, too, on Roblox. It only has 2 rides, but both rides it has here is really cool. Now, before we start, I want to go over a few things. Now, this park actually opened up, it's a newer park. It actually opened up last year. And you guys are going to see in the video, there's a bunch of stuff in the park that isn't opened up yet. And unfortunately, all the stuff that's not open yet, sadly, I don't think is ever going to open up. As the owner of the park, Arkz Vibes, sadly, I think is no longer working in the park. So yeah, sadly, none of the stuff here is open. Sadly, none of the stuff that still isn't open probably will never open at this point. But yeah. By the way, too, I might lag a bit because I don't have my graphics all the way up, but I do have my graphics almost all the way up, and this park is pretty laggy and I'm on mobile, and this park is pretty laggy on mobile, so just so you guys know about that. But yeah. By the way, the reason why you guys don't hear any music or sound too is I have it disabled, so you guys can hear me perfectly well. But yeah, before we start, make sure to give this video a thumbs up as well as subscribe and turn on post notifications as you get notified every time we upload a new video. But yeah, let's get going. Right off the bat, as you guys can see, we have the entrance here, which I believe is highly inspired by the Six Flags Over Georgia entrance, but instead it just says Arkz Park here, which is pretty cool. And I believe actually Six Flags Over Georgia's Arkz is home park, and I'm not sure. As you guys see, you got the Goliath roller coaster. It's actually a recreation of the one for Six Flags Over Georgia, as well as Ghost Rider recreation of the coaster from Knott's. We'll get to both of those in a little bit. As you guys see over here too, we have this photo up here of Arkz Haunch, actually the group which made this park. So these two things just don't do anything. But I believe actually one point that you used to be able to use them to get to the Arkz Haunch Vault, which is actually a thing which we'll cover at our channel later on. But it's actually you can visit all of Arkz's mazes that he did from his Halloween event last year, as well as some other mazes we made. It's pretty cool. And then as you guys can see, we have a map here of the park, which is pretty cool. As well as some stars here. You got With and Devil, of course, the former owner of Monster Park, who recently stepped down the other day. You have Jax. It's actually you have Jax here. It was actually one of the developers here. You have Arkz, of course, the founder here of the park. You have LaQuao. Actually, he stepped down a while. He no longer works for it, but he used to be a developer here. And lastly, Not By Few. He's a developer here. So let's now go inside of the park as you guys see some of Goliath over there. So right here, as you guys see, you have this entrance area. You actually have 3 parts of this entrance area. You got the center area, the left area, and the right side. We're actually going to go to the right side at the end of the tour video. But yeah, as you guys see, you got a bunch of these facades here. None of them are open, sadly, though, except for a few. Here, guys, you got a star here for Jax Runner 5. Pretty sure he's a developer here. You guys, you got this facade building. You also have Jabba. It's actually my friend. I'm friends with him. Pretty good friends. You guys, you got this building here, this staff. This actually, I think, like the guest relations building. I'm not sure, though. As you guys see, you got Lucky Duck, who's actually Drew the theme park dude. He has his own channel, as well as the owner of Drew's Plaza, which is actually the part we're going to be covering next. We're going to be covering it tomorrow. So, guys, you got a fire hydrant there. We have Big Brera, who, of course, is the former community director of Monster Park, as well as who created the HHN Icons Maze. And we actually have the VIP lounge. This is actually not open. I don't think ever will, but this is basically going to be like sort of like how USR is the Club U Lounge. But yeah, I'm sure it would have been pretty cool if it opened. As you guys see, we have a star here. It's half of it is covered up. It's for someone named I Fang. Not sure who that is. And then you guys see, we actually have this was going to be this theater, which was going to be used for like a Phantom of the Opera show, which was going to be pretty cool. But sadly, I think that's never going to happen. But see, we got a star here for Jun Show 12. It's actually, I'm really good friends with him. He's actually a huge DC fan. He's a huge DC and Batman fan. He's one of the reasons why I got into Batman. We also have somebody named Umpire Boy. Not sure who that is. We have CFG, of course, is the former co-owner here at Monster Park. And we have the Arkz Haunch stores. You guys can see you got some Arkz Haunch merch here, as well as some Slaughter Cinema and Halloween merch, or Slaughter Cinema Halloween Maze, as well as an Usher picture here, which is pretty cool, as well as a Beetlejuice section. But yeah, pretty cool store over here. And then moving on, as you guys see, I think it's got this like little gazebo. Yeah, you also got this quote here that says, "Welcome to Arkz Park. Life is like a roller coaster. Live it, be happy, enjoy life." Quote from Arkz Vibes. It's a pretty nice quote there. As you guys see, you got this fountain. And you got this really nice view there of the park, as you can see the whole lagoon area from here. And you got some playbill posters for some Broadway shows such as Anastasia, Beetlejuice, and Frozen. And heading into this alleyways, you guys see you got this building, which has always been here. Not sure This is not sure why it's in here, but it's never been used for anything, never will. But yeah, it's just here for some reason. And then you guys see got in the wall, it says a wanted sign for Mark Brock. It says if you see him online, let me know. Last seen November 30th, 2016. So yeah, a really long time ago. We have a card here for Drew, the theme park dude. Of course, the theme park channel here. Of course, the channel owner too of the Drew's Plaza, which I recommend subscribing to. I'll leave a link in the description below to his channel. Got this poster here for Killer Clowns from Outer Space, as well as another wanted poster for Mark Brock. And then you have this area, which was going to lead you to the back lot, but that's never happening at this point. But yeah, this was used as the entrance for the Beetlejuice maze during the Arkz Haunt event last year. But yeah, so you guys see got this directory here. It says House with 1,000 Corpses, Goliath, Jaws, and Ghost Rider. So you guys see got a few more park maps here, as well as a poster here for Jordan Peele's movie Us. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the main entrance area. As you guys can see, we got a stoplight here. So now let's head into our next area. Oh yeah, we also got a classic Coca-Cola ad here too, which is pretty cool. Now we're going to head into our next area here, which is actually the Ghost Town area. Now this is actually inspired by the Ghost Town, of course, in Knott's Berry Farms, but it's much smaller. It says, welcome to Ghost Town, 1885. So yeah, let's check out Ghost Town. So you guys see, you got a bunch of these facades here, not used for really anything, but yeah, this here, you have a few pictures here. You have Wanted with Devil. It says, if you see him, say Monster Park. Of course, the former home really mentioned of Monster Park. You can also see the old Avatar here as well as another one of the Mark Brock signs. So we have this Undertaker building, as well as a Western Trails plate museum, as well as we have this blacksmithing building with another one of these two posters. And then we have the entrance here to Ghost Rider. Now, this is actually a really awesome recreation of the GCI Wooden Roller Coaster Knott's. We're actually going to have a full POV of this up in a little bit here in the channel. But yeah, it's a great recreation. Here we have this like bar. This looks like a saloon here. You can't go inside of, but yeah, pretty cool. And now we head in here into the Toxic Tunnel. Of course, this at Universal Studios Hollywood. This was actually used as one of the scare zones during the Halloween event last year. It was actually the Toxic Tunnel scare zone, which is pretty cool. And now as you guys can head into our next one, which is actually the Amityland, but we're going to actually go do it through the other side. You can get into it. Just got to go back through Ghost Town over here. Just give me a second. And you guys can see we go underneath the drop here of Goliath, which is pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, so now we enter here into the Amityland. Of course, based off of the Amityland, it used to be Universal Orlando. Of course, based off of the movie Jaws here too. Now at Universal Roblox, if you remember, right around the time they opened, they used to have an Amityland. Of course, they removed that too a really long time ago. But yeah, as you guys see, got a boat here, as well as the pretty cool Jaws photo up here. You can get a picture of you getting eaten by Jaws, which is pretty cool. You guys see, you got this like light tower here. It says Amity Island Lobster Company, as well as this fountain here. And you guys see, we got Bubba Gum Shrimp, of course from Forrest Gump. Now this is actually, at one point, Arkz was planning on making Bubba Gum. Sadly, this is never going to open up, but it would have been cool if he did complete it and open it up. You guys see too, you got the shoes here, of course, from Forrest Gump. You got a poster here. Another old-timey Coke advertisement, as well as a ad here. As well as a poster here for Forrest Gump. Of course, the movie Bubba Gump is based off of. And then here we have the entrance to Jaws the ride. Now, Arkz was actually planning on making a recreation of this ride. It was going to be a recreation of the Universal Orlando ride, but sadly, again, I don't think this is ever going to happen. Now, of course, too, USR was going to make this ride, but theirs got canceled as well. The only Jaws ride on Roblox that actually is open is the one on Movie One, but that one's pretty bad. And as you guys can see, we have a poster here for Jaws, which is pretty cool. As well as a poster here for Sharknado, which I believe was a movie. I'm not sure though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a movie. So as you guys see, we got a locker here. It's not used for anything, just for realism. Now we head into our next area, which is like this midway area though. I'm not sure though. And then here, as you guys can see, we have Goliath. Now this is a really awesome recreation of the B&M Hyper Coaster from Six Flags over Georgia. But yeah, it's really good. Again, we'll have a POV of this up later. This is again one of the two rides here in Arkz Park. Moving on, as you guys can see, we have the classic Monsters Cafe. That was actually a recreation of the restaurant at Universal Orlando. Sadly, isn't opening and again, never will. But yeah, it would have been cool if it did open up. But yeah, here's the menu if it would have opened up. You would have had the beef brisket sandwich, ribs, barbecue chicken pizza, vegan jackfruit sandwich, grilled sausage, roast-ready chicken, smokehouse brisket salad. But yeah, you guys see too, you got the drinks here from Monster Park, as well as a straight out of Monster Park shirt. And as you guys see, you got the Music Plaza stage area. Of course, too, USR has it in their park, but the difference between this one and USR's is the one at USR's, actually the screens in theirs work, and while this ones don't work at all. And again, this The Mystic Plaza stage has never been used and never will, sadly. But yeah, as you guys see there too, Goliath going by in the background. You also got this building here too, like it is here in USR. Actually, here too, this was used as the entrance for the Hill House maze during the event last year too. So as you guys see, you got the other entrance here for the Classic Monsters Cafe. You got some pictures there of Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. Guys, you got this torture chair here, as well as a Creature from the Black Lagoon poster, as well as a Bride of Frankenstein poster, which is pretty cool. You have another one of these directories that says Goliath, Jaws, and Ghost Rider, and then you have House of a Thousand Corpses. And then moving on, we head into our next area, which is the small House of a Thousand Corpses area. As you guys see too, we got this waterfall over here. You also have another one of the Drew the Theme Park dude's carts here, as well as the exit here for the House of a Thousand Corpses dark ride. You have the House of a Thousand Corpses poster here as well. And over here you have what was going to be the House of a Thousand Corpses dark ride. So yeah, at one point Arkz was planning on making a House of a Thousand Corpses ride. It was going to be a dark ride based off of the murder dark ride from the movie. But sadly again it's canceled, like pretty much all the other stuff that was planned, which is sad. It was going to be really cool, I'm sure. But yeah. So moving on, as you guys can see, we got some more lockers here, which again are just there for realism. As well as another one of these Arkz Haunts photo ops here. As you guys see here too, this is actually blocked off, but you can kind of peek inside. Actually over here, this was used as this soundstage here, which you can see Goliath is going through, was actually used for the Arkz Haunts tribute store during the event last year, which was pretty cool. You guys can see here too, slightly you can see some movie posters for Krampus and Back to the Future, which is pretty cool. So pretty much we're almost just about done here with the with the tour here. We just have this alleyway here and then we'll be done. But yeah, guys, here we've got this really cool Easter egg of the Killer Khan Shadow dinosaur from the Shadow Puppet scene. Pretty cool. Here too, we got the bench course from that famous Shadow Puppet scene, which is pretty cool. And you guys see, you got a bunch of these facades here. These look like a bunch of the Universal Orlando buildings in the production central area. As you guys see, I think this one is actually the building they use for the tribute stores when they do that. So it's another empty building, as well as this empty place, this empty thing here too. But yeah, that pretty much completes your full tour here of Arkz Park here in 2022. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this full tour here of Arkz Park, as well as I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. So goodbye, guys.